Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the listeners of Q95. Welcome to our listeners on all our social media platforms. My name is Lelia Samuel Benjamin. I am your host this morning, and this is the Cooperative Voice. I'm excited this morning. It's come down to Christmas. Christmas is in the air, and for the last few weeks, we have been speaking to various representatives from all our favorite credit unions around the island. And as you know, we have six of them in total. So we are speaking to our credit unions and letting you know what is going on for Christmas, what are some of the loans being offered, how the members and non-members alike can take advantage. So this morning I have a very special team with me. I have two representatives from the West Coast Cooperative Credit Union. Mrs. Nation, good morning, and how are you doing? Welcome
Good
back.
morning, good morning. Good morning to you, Mrs. Benjamin, and good morning to all your listeners. A special good morning to all the members and prospective members of the West Coast Cooperative Credit Union. This morning, we want to say a special good morning to our farmers. We know they are happy for the rain. It's a nice rainy morning, but some of them are a little concerned about their roads. But it's all good. It's all good. We are happy that Santa is at the West Coast Cooperative Credit Union, and we are here to bring good news to our members.
Oh, I love to hear that. So, all our listeners on Q95, good morning. Welcome to all our viewers online on MO News and all the social media pages of the various credit unions. Good morning and welcome. As Mrs. Nation rightly said, Santa is at the West Coast Cooperative Credit Union. So, that means West Coast has some good news for the members and, as she said, prospective members of West Coast. So, tell us, what is West Coast offering to the members this 2023 Christmas? I believe you're offering the West Coast Noel loan. Speak to us about that.
Okay, so I have with me today Miss Philogen. She's one of the credit officers, hardworking credit officers at the West Coast Cooperative Credit Union. She's one of the people making the things happen at the West Coast Cooperative Credit Union. So this
Okay, great
morning,
stuff.
she's going to speak to us about the Noel 15,000. That's the
Hmm.
new kid on the block loan at the West Coast Cooperative Credit Union. You can only find that at West Coast and nowhere else.
Okay, nowhere else.
And, and she's also going to speak with you at the Xmas about the Xmas Express loan. You can get up to
Okay.
$40,000 with that
Hmm.
loan. And we have the Xmas Express, which is up to $25,000.
Okay.
Mrs. Benjamin, on my way here, I when I opened the water this morning, it was very cold. So I am sure there
That is
are,
true.
there are people that might want to get their water heater
For Christmas, yes.
and gifts for Christmas for their nieces and their nephews, their children. Some of them might want to get curtains
Oh,
and
yes.
to cook a big family meal because, as you know, for the past 2 years we have not really had a proper Christmas. So
Yes.
for family gatherings, so you can use that money to do whatever you want for Christmas. Just bear in mind that it's people's money that you are going to be using, and we need you to pay it back. But we are happy
Yes,
to
we
give
do.
you that
Yes.
money. So Miss Philogen is going to give you all the information, and at the end, we will give you the numbers that they can call, they can come in, and they
Hmm.
can always send an email, which within a day we'll get a response by if you send an email. So I would like to
Okay.
welcome Miss Philogen, who is going to tell you all that you need to know about the loans at the West Coast Cooperative Credit Union, your best choice.
Great stuff, great stuff. Welcome. Good morning, Miss Philogen. Welcome. How are you this morning? First
Good
time to the
morning.
Cooperative Voice. Don't be nervous.
Yes. I would be.
Okay, so tell our listeners on Q95 and all our social media platforms. First of all, we're going to speak about the West Coast Noel loan. So it's a maximum of 50,000. As Mrs. Nation said, I mean, we have a long Christmas list, and we heard that Santa is at West Coast. So we want to know we can walk into West Coast and get a loan. So first of all, tell us about the loan. Um, how long is the loan running for? How long persons have until the loan ends, and what are the requirements to get the loan?
Okay, so the loan is going to run until the end of January. So
Okay.
persons have up until January 31st to get
Mm-hmm.
their Noel $15,000 loan.
Okay.
Um, I know for the Christmas, some persons, as you said, have a long list.
Have a long
Um,
list like me.
yes, we're trying to cater to that long
Yes.
list. Okay. So whether you are employed with a company or you
Mm-hmm.
are self-employed, we
Okay.
offer that loan to you. It runs for a period of 5 years. If
Okay.
let's say for example you don't need the entire 15,000,
Mm-hmm.
require less, then we can work with that as well. So
Okay,
the
great.
person has to be a member, and these
Mm-hmm.
have two shares on the account, a minimum of 15% on their account. And we also to review whatever document the person has pertaining to their income. Okay.
Okay. So
And
in terms of persons who are employed, not self-employed, but work for a company, what documents do they require?
so in that case, the person will need to provide us with an employment letter and at
Uh-huh.
least two of their most recent pay slips so that we
Okay.
can see what income they have and what deductions they may or may not have,
Mhm.
and how long they have been working, because we want persons to be employed for at least a year,
Okay.
be able to access that facility.
Okay, but what about all persons? I mean, West Coast is known for having a predominantly farmers, and or I am a homemaker, or I operate from my home and I do honey, or I bread here, or whatever it is, and I want to go into West Coast because I want to get some stuff for Christmas. What is required for those persons who are self-employed?
Okay, so for example, for farmers,
Mm-hmm.
I know most farmers, in terms of the record keeping, sometimes they may have a bit of difficulty in that area.
Yes.
However, we are aware that the extension officers do visits, so
Okay.
they can provide us with a report to say, okay, the farmer is has X amount of square footage or acreage of that certain crop, so they can
Okay.
gauge or provide an estimate of what their income may be. So we use that as how we use the salary slips for persons who are employed.
Okay. Great stuff.
Yes. And then for other employed persons,
Mm-hmm.
self-employed persons, we usually ask for their registration documents for their business to show,
Mm-hmm.
okay, business is registered. We also require the records of the business, so financial statements and also bank statements to give you an idea of the transactions that occur within that business.
Okay, so I want to come into West Coast and I decide I want to, I don't know, get some stuff for my house, buy, as Mrs. Nation said, buy gifts. Do I need to tell you what I need the money for? I can just come in and say, hey, I need $5,000 and these are the documents.
Not necessarily. You don't have to jot down every single thing that you're
Okay,
going to
so I
buy.
don't have to go and get any invoices and say this is what I
Not
need.
necessarily, no.
Okay, great. I hope the members of West Coast are listening so they can go in and take advantage of the Noel loan.
Yes.
Um, Anything else persons need to know about the Noel loan?
Well, it is more or less an unsecured loan.
Okay.
So for our regular loans, we usually ask for some form of security
Mm-hmm.
to go with what the person has on their accounts. But this loan specifically is unsecured. So we're trying to cater to persons who may require funding, may require financing, however, do not have the certain security to meet that, but they have needs to meet. So we're trying to cater to those types of people.
Okay, good. So that means I walk in, I give you all the relevant information. I am approved. How long do I take to receive my check, to receive my money on my account? Is it 5 days? Is it 3 days? Is it one day?
Well, the approval process can occur in one day,
Okay.
granted that we receive all the necessary
All the
documentation.
documents.
So what we do, we ask persons to send in the information, at least via email, to kind of
Okay.
cut down on the amount of times they have to visit the office. So that way we review everything, and when we're calling you, is to sign on your application, get your check, and then you go Christmas shopping.
Okay, so great. So persons listening, Miss Philogen, let the persons who are listening and those online know what is the email address they should send the information to if they're interested in any of the Christmas loans?
Okay, so you can send your information directly to the loans departments. So you
Okay.
send it to loans@wcccu.net. Okay, that's loans, LOANS, @wcccu.net.
Okay, and what is the contact number of the department, please?
And the department number is 295-2682.
295-2682. And they can walk into any of the branches of West Coast, right? And
Yes.
okay. So once they walk into any of the branches, and for the persons listening, Miss Philogen, just let them know what are the branches of West Coast.
So we have a branch in Collio,
Mm-hmm.
in Coolibee Street, which opens on Mondays and Fridays. We have
Okay.
our main office in Salisbury. We also operate from St. Joseph, and we have a new branch office in Portersville.
Okay, great. So persons in town, you don't have to go all the way to Salisbury or to St. Joseph or Coolidge Street. You can simply go to the branch in Pottersville. That is at the old Max Max building.
Yes,
Yes,
downstairs of Tropical
tropical,
Shipping.
tropical shipping. Okay, great. So, persons listening, if you are not, well, first of all, if you are a member of West Coast, this is an opportune time to go in to get your Christmas loan. When we come back, we will speak a little bit more with Miss Philogen about the two other loans being offered by West Coast. But we will take a break. We will be right back.
L'argent, send me money. Send me money. Receive money. Receive money. Send me money. No more hassle. M l'argent, send me money. Send me money. Receive money. Receive money. M l'argent, it's safe and secure. M l'argent. You want to send your money to friends and family. No more standing in line. M l'argent. It's a new digital financial service brought to you by the Dominica Credit Union Movement. Introduces a new wallet solution, M l'argent. Top up friends, pay bills, make shopping easy, extra secure. Sign up is absolutely free. M l'argent. You want to send your money to friends and family. No more standing in line. No more M l'argent. Download the M l'argent app today. See your credit union for more details. M l'argent, your mobile payment solution. M l'argent.
Good morning and welcome back. You're listening to the Cooperative Voice. The Cooperative Voice is brought to you for the kind compliments of the Dominica Cooperative Societies League in collaboration with the Dominica Credit Union Movement. Welcome back. Today we are speaking to the West Coast Cooperative Credit Union about Christmas loans. My question to all the persons listening and viewing is, have you gotten your Christmas loan as yet? Have you applied for your Christmas loan as yet? So before we went on break, we spoke about the Noel loan, which has a maximum, which allow persons to take a maximum of $15,000, and the requirement would be two shares, a minimum of 15%, and a repayment process of 5 years, if I remember correctly. Now we are going to speak about their two other loans. I think we have some time to fit them in. We have the Xmas Express and the Xmas Express Plus, a little bit of a tongue twister. So, Miss Philomena, let the listeners know what is the Xmas Express? Since you already have the Noel loan, what is the Xmas Express?
Okay, so the Xmas Express and the Xmas Express Plus loan,
Hmm.
it's more or less seeks to provide persons with financing for appliances. So let's say
Okay.
you want to purchase some new appliances, whether it be a blender or a new
Hmm.
toaster, or even if you want to do some minor home repairs, then
Okay.
we offer that loan to kind of cater to those needs for the
Hmm.
Christmas. Because I know
Okay.
some persons' list may extend past the 15,000
Yes.
that we offer in. So we offer up to 40,000, which is the maximum amount,
Hmm.
which you can get for a period of 10 years
Hmm.
repayment, and you can basically take care of those needs that you have for the Christmas.
Okay, so
So
the maximum for Express is
25
40,000 or 25, and the
and the
Express
Express
Plus
Plus
is
is
40.
40.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So we just want to make sure that persons know that they can go for the Express, Xmas Express, a maximum of 25, and the Xmas Express Plus 40,000. In a
Yes.
case like that, would persons require or need to bring in an invoice?
Yes, for those for that specific loan, we require
Okay.
an invoice, at least just to give an idea of what it is that you want to purchase. It doesn't
Okay.
mean that the invoice has to be exactly 40,000, meaning that you have to go to court and ask them to price everything up to 40,000, but at least to give a general idea of what it is
Okay.
that you want to purchase.
All right. And the requirements would be the same is for the employed persons, they would require the two salary slips, job letter and salary deduction.
Yes, and then for employed persons, the same requirements also apply. For
Self-employed
this
person.
loan, yes, for this
Okay.
loan, the persons would need at least 4 permanent shares
Okay.
in their account,
Mm-hmm.
the amount deposited on their account as well, and in certain cases, the persons will need additional security. So it all depends on the amount that the person is requesting.
Okay, fair enough. How long is this one, these two loans running for? I know the first one was going on till January 2024. What about the express loans?
Yeah, so
When
the
do they?
Express also runs up until January 2024. We can make provisions if deemed necessary to extend, but
Okay,
for now, it's up to January 2024.
okay, so members of West Coast, you have an opportunity to take advantage of free loans. I mean, if they are in to suit your needs. So if you
Yes,
want $50,000, we encourage you to take the Noel loan, and if you require 25 to 40,000, ask them about the Express loan. And the same information applies, right? If they want to send an email, it would be to loans at wcccu.net, and the
yes,
contact number would be 29562682 to
yes.
get in contact with West Coast if you are interested in participating or taking advantage of any of the loans. So now we have spoken about the members. I mean, you have everything in place for a member, but I'm not a member of West Coast. What do I need to become a member of West Coast?
Okay, so the basic requirements for person who wish to join the membership here at the West
Hmm.
Coast Credit Union, you would need to provide a valid picture ID.
Okay.
So you that could be, let's say, a passport, social security, your license. You
Okay.
would also need to provide us with a proof of address. So that
Hmm.
can be a utility bill. It
Hmm.
can also be a letter from, let's say, the respective village council, stating that okay, you reside, whether it's Coolidge Street, St. Joseph. Okay.
Okay.
Um, in regards to the membership, also persons also require a dual membership letter. That is, if
Hmm.
you have an account with another credit union. So let's say you want to join West Coast, but you're a member of Central Credit Union.
Okay.
Yes, so it's a dual membership letter that you request from that credit union and you bring to us when you're coming.
Okay.
Okay, and then there's a minimum of $90 to deposit in terms of completing the opening process once your application for membership has been approved.
Okay. So just to repeat, you would need proof of address. That could be in the form of a utility bill or a letter from your village council, a national ID. That could be in the form of your passport, the new social security card, and we're stressing on new because the new cards have an expiration date, as well as your driver's license. You would need four shares to pay for a share and $90. Did I miss out on anything?
No, so the $90 entails the
Okay.
shares.
And also, if you have membership at any of the credit unions, you get a dual membership letter. Now is the time to do this. It's Christmas. We see all the various credit unions have so many good loan products offering. So if you're not a member of any of the credit unions, join any of the credit unions. But we're encouraging you to join West Coast, become
Yes.
part of the West Coast family. You mentioned earlier that West Coast has a branch in Pottersville. And
Yes.
sometime last month or 2 months ago, West Coast and Granby signed a memorandum of understanding. That means persons can use from Granby can use the services at West Coast, and the persons from West Coast can use the services at Granby. So if you're not a member of West Coast and you reside in Granby and you want to take advantage of the loan, can the person pay back their loan in Granby Credit Union? Their
Yes.
West Coast loan at the Granby Credit Union.
Yes, they can. So if let's say they don't want to make the trip all the way into town and they
Mm-hmm.
reside in Granby and they have that office available to them, they can go in, make necessary payments, just give the teller, whoever it may be, the account information, and that
Mm-hmm.
information will be sent over to us so that we can effect on our systems.
Okay, I love it. Collaboration between our credit unions. After all, we are one credit union movement. So, Miss Silogen, I mean, time is already up on us. It has come and gone. Miss Nation told us that Santa is at West Coast, and I'm excited. I'm not a member of West Coast, but I should become a member of West Coast
Yes.
to take advantage of the various loan products. So, final words to encourage persons to come down to West Coast. What would you tell to the listening public? This is on Q95 and all our social media platforms.
Yeah, so I would say that West Coast, we treat our members like family.
Mhm.
So we usually try to work with our members, facilitate them, help them to meet their necessary needs. So we don't treat you like a statistic, a number. We incorporate you. We always keep you updated. We always walk you through the necessary processes. So if you want to be part of a larger family, then come down to West Coast. We are here for you and we're here to assist.
Great, great stuff. Thank you for being with us. What I love about the credit union movement is that you can walk into any of your credit union branches and feel that the tellers know you. I had so a few weeks back, I had to do something and I had to go into one of the smaller sub branches. And before I got there, someone said, Miss Samuel, well, Samuel Benjamin, but she said, Miss Samuel, I have just stuff for you. And it feels so good that you can walk into the credit union and you have a conversation, you have familiarity with the person there. They know
Yes.
you, they know your history, so they're willing to work with you. That is what I love about the credit union movement. So today we're encouraging persons who are not members of any of our credit unions that you should become a member. And if you're already a member of one, then you should become a member of the West Coast Cooperative Credit Union. Take advantage of their Noel loan, take advantage of the Xmas Express and the Xmas Express Plus. I'm trying to make sure I say it correctly because it's a little bit long. So the Noel loan, the Xmas Express and the Xmas Express Plus. I will get it. Don't worry. Those loans run until January 2024. If you're not sure if you meet the requirements, you can reach out to the loans department and they will assist you. They will work with you. So thank you very much for being with us this morning, Miss Philodin, Miss Nation. As usual, it is a pleasure to talk with you. You are, after all, family to us here.
Oh,
So we wish
yes,
everybody
yes.
and all our listeners on Q95 and all our persons online a very good Tuesday. We will be back next week Tuesday to speak with another credit union about their loan offering. So wishing everybody a really good day and see you guys next week. Thank you to the team at West Coast. Bye everybody.
Take
Thank you
care.
so
Thank
much.
you.
L'argent, send me money. Send me money. Receive money. Receive money. Send me money. No more hassle. M l'argent, send me money. Send me money. Receive money. Receive money. M l'argent, it's safe and secure. M l'argent. You want to send your money to friends and family. No more standing in line. M l'argent. It's a new digital financial service brought to you by the Dominica Credit Union Movement. Introduces a new wallet solution, M l'argent. Top up friends, pay bills, make shopping easy, extra secure. Sign up is absolutely free. M l'argent. You want to send your money to friends and family. No more standing in line. No more M l'argent. Download the M l'argent app today. See your credit union for more details. M l'argent, your